People won't like this because it's kind of an oxymoron, but the right answer is Goku. While he's obviously great, he could still be overrated because he got fanboys that will never envision the possibility that he loses. I ain't gonna lie, Goku not losing.
Who the hell thinks Goku will never lose a fight?
We were just in chat talking about the TSL Song of the Year, which, by the way, was AMP Phantom. We'll vote again by the end of December. And we were saying that not everything can make the cut. At the end of the day, not everybody can make the bracket. Not everybody can be peak. And that brings us to today's video, where in today's video, we know that there's fantastic Dragon Ball characters across the board, but not everybody can be a good character to everyone. Not everybody thinks that your glorious king is even worth being a king at all. So today, all I did, without any context, was tweet, who's the most overrated character in Dragon Ball? Yeah.
You all had a lot to say.
So today's video, start off the stream, we're gonna go to Twitter and we're gonna talk about the people that y'all think are the most overrated people in Dragon Ball history. Let's start it off. The hater in me is saying the prince of all bitches, all he do is die or lose. Not hating Cooler. not hating Cooler. Okay, I'm not reading any of the rest of that shit. Is it me or did he f that up? But I'll say this, Vegeta being the most overrated is, I'm gonna just like break the ice right now. Vegeta may have been the most typed response on this tweet. Vegeta may have been by far the most typed response and widely approved response on this list. And I see where you guys come from. It just depends what we're talking about. Because Vegeta fans are very loud and say the most simple-minded shit, while simultaneously saying the simple-minded they're saying is about how complex the character is. So it's like the blind trying to lead a great message, and it's just so awful. But I think that's my issue with just calling Vegeta overrated. Because those blind fans have substance to what they're saying. The idea that Vegeta hasn't been the main character is pretty nasty. I definitely think that he should have got that dub in Revival of F. I think that was like layup line W, didn't get it. I think that he could have gotten a W in a certain manga arc without spoiling too much, that he could have potentially gotten that W and just didn't give that to him as well. So there's been moments and times where, okay, Vegeta could have had the dub. And there's moments and times where, all right, yeah, y'all downplaying Vegeta's character. I understand it's like good guy turns evil, but come on, he's more complex than that. However, where a lot of people say, all right, bro, y'all overrate him, is unfortunately Vegeta fans are loud. And again, I think they're a bunch of blind idiots. Vegeta fans will gaslight you into saying, oh, Vegeta is so by far and away the most complex character, and it's not even close. All right, man. If you ask a motherfucker like me, he's not even nearly the most complex character in the show. So it's like, oh, whoa, gang, calm down. Or if like, or like even in the bag talk argument, like when, and I know the bag talk argument is like a little joke or whatever, but like you know how many Vegeta fans in that video go back and watch? Oh yeah, Vegeta deepest bag in the series. Vegeta does not have the deepest bag in the series. Are you kidding me? So it's just, I feel like Vegeta fans just, because their character should have gotten better recognition, should have gotten better moments in the series, and he has a lot of great moments, but I feel like they're just a bunch of hurt niggas crying for like people to acknowledge them, kind of like Vegeta, and then it's just like, dog, we understand that your character is nice. They just go a little too far. So that's none of my business there. He has overrated takes. There's some takes about Vegeta that's overrated, but I don't think he's an overrated character. Boom, that's the answer. This next name is going to piss y'all off. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. This guy comes in and does absolutely nothing. And the way people talk about him, you would think he's a top tier character. He's only carried by the games, unfortunately. I gotta be honest, all right? He's saying it in an asshole way, but I agree, man. I can't. He's saying it in an asshole way? But he's not entirely wrong. I'm gonna give you a case in point, guys. You want to see the you want to see the Big Bang Kamehameha? Type shit.
Let's see you survive this one.
And this is just the nostalgic one. And that's just the nostalgic one. Fighters has cleaner ones or whatever, or less cleaner ones, whatever you want to go for. Now, do you want to see the one in GT?
Big Bang Kamehameha!
I mean, I'm not even going to keep it a secret. These niggas is looking at him like, did he shoot it? You see what I'm saying? It's like, I think the reason I agree with him is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is such an amazing conceptual character. Hell, Super Saiyan 4 itself, let alone Gogeta, is such an amazing conceptual character. My issue, and if I had to describe Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, just him, in one word, anticlimactic. If that's a hyphen 2-word, fine, go for it. But I think he's the most anticlimactic character in the series because he just like, great concept, great idea on why he had to talk negative, troll Omega Shenron and shit like that. And even the times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha, in theory, sound amazing. But when you watch it, though, you're kind of watching it with googly eyes and hard eyes because you feel you're supposed to like it. But, like, if we just sat back and objectively watched it, and I keep trying to tell GC fans about him, if you just objectively watch it, dog, you know you've seen cooler shit. Hell, you've seen cooler shit out of
Other Gogetas.
You've seen Super Saiyan Gogeta in hell for like 10 seconds do 5 cooler things, and you've seen Blue Gogeta do like maybe 15 cooler things. So that's my thing. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is, I'm not calling him bad, because the concept and the idea of him, and maybe he just got hold by design or like what he had to do in the story. But in terms of like what he actually does, yeah, I actually think he's a little bit overrated. I'll go as far as to say the reason is the games make him look that fucking cool. But in the anime, he's cool. Yeah, but he's not. I don't understand how someone would say that's their favorite character and their favorite moment in the series. Like, I don't get that. There's infinitely cooler moments in Dragon Ball. Oh, well, now this is one where I think we're going too far. Gogeta in general got sucked off for 20 plus years for having 30 seconds of screen time based off of aura. That's overrated. Now, see, that's where I draw the line. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna give you no analytical character analysis thing. No, we don't have to lie. If shit's cool, it's cool. we don't have to lie. When this nigga spawned Knee Janemba in the head 4 times, had some mystic Rasengan orb, threw it at him, and Janemba exploded, and then the next time we see him, some people, again, I just called Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta overrated, but the design was fucking cool, and some people love it. Some people are going to dislike what I said, but especially Super Gogeta, all the wild shit he does, I understand that from a character's perspective, how the hell is he your favorite? Because he doesn't do anything but fight people. His shit talk is cool. It's not better than a character like Vegito even, right? But I'm not gonna go as far as to say, oh yeah, he's overrated. Like, Gogeta's fucking cool. We don't have to fake. He's fucking cool, bro. People won't like this because it's kind of an oxymoron, but the right answer is Goku. They'll never pick against him, and more or less he's undefeated. So while he's obviously great, he could still be overrated because he got fanboys that will never envision the possibility that he loses. I ain't gonna lie, Goku not losing. Okay, so first of all, he's the main character of the anime, as someone just typed. So what main character doesn't? What main character in anime do people envision losing all the time? But fuck that.
Who the hell thinks Goku will never lose a fight? You watch Z?
Case in point. Just in case you think he got up because he's the main character, he would surely survive. Yeah, gang, he didn't. So that's one time I've seen Goku die. Now, we go all the way to, I was going to go all the way to Namek. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but in terms of Goku never losing a fight, he loses the next one. And I know somebody gonna think I'm keeping for my favorite character. I just think like his logic was bad. There's ways that Goku could be overrated. Hopefully someone addresses them. But yeah, he loses the next one. Then he gets his ass beat by Ginyu, but all that shit. You can qualify that as main character. Ain't really gonna lose. LOL shit. If you thought that there was zero possibility Frieza could beat Goku, okay. But fine. If you were so confident that Goku was going to defeat Frieza 1v1, all right. I mean, I guess I can see what you're trying to say there, but okay. Mild spoiler. Next time we see Goku,
This shit's on the screen.
next time we see Goku, we're told he's gonna die, and then he starts dying. And then he's talking about when he survives, bro. So he might even count that for his point. Then this where the shit gets really crazy, right? I think crediting him with the heart attack is the most Mickey shit you could do to even up the score. But if that's what you want to go, okay. This is where shit gets completely out of hand for him.
You can do it, right?
Me? Fight with Cell?
Disappointing. He promises me a challenge and he gives me nothing but a child.
In case we forgot, he literally just quits. Not only does he lose, not only does he tell you he couldn't win, he then literally frame one quits and tells him, hey, Gohan got to do this shit because I can't do it. And then on top of that, the worst part of it all, gang, because maybe that's he'll never die. Okay, boy, oh boy, I got a surprise for you.
Goodbye, Gohan.
Yeah, spoiler. Yeah, he died. He dies again, and then even adding more to your point of the John Cena thing, you would think that's how the arc ends, but boy, oh boy, do I even have another surprise for you. This nigga Cell comes back! So my God, it didn't even work. It didn't even work. Cell comes back. So then obviously Gohan gets the W, whoop, whoop, bang, bang. We go to Majin Buu. What, are you going to give him that? No, there's nothing to give him on Majin Buu because he either has the ability to win the fight, because Majin Buu is an entirely different narrative at that point, because in Majin Buu, it's presented that, oh yeah, Goku could stop this shit at any point in time. He stops fucking trolling, and then he keeps trolling. Now he cannot stop it. So I think the worst John Cena, believe it, Goku's always going to win take you could have is the Buu Saga, because the Buu Saga, the entirety of the Buu Saga is showing you, if Goku just doesn't let Vegeta throw a fucking temper tantrum and force him to fight, if Goku just one-taps everybody in the fucking ship and kills Babidi, if Goku just beats the shit out of Fat Buu, if Goku just stops trying to mentor the youth, the arc's over. But he consistently is trolling, is doing a bunch of shit time in and time out to where he's no longer in control of the situation. That's the whole narrative behind Goku in the Buu Saga. His path to a successor being low-key toxic is literally the theme in the Buu Saga. So I don't think you're going there when you're talking about we'll never pick against Goku, because at some point the story's saying, hey,
Goku can't beat this nigga.
and then even against Kid Buu,
Goku ain't beat that nigga.
So, literally everyone beat Kid Buu. So if you're going as far as to say in Super that he turns into this main pub stomper, I'd still disagree. With case in point, he didn't beat Hit. He didn't beat Frieza. That arc was nasty. He doesn't beat Beerus. So in Super, your argument gets even worse unless you're talking about specifically Jiren and specifically Goku Black. And even in Goku Black, he didn't get the W. Yeah, he doesn't get a W until Jiren in Super. So, and even then, it took everybody to jump him. So I just think that if you think Goku's overrated, if someone else addresses Goku being overrated, we'll talk about that specific argument. But this specific argument, respectfully, nah, that's kind of ass, bro. The reason Goku being overrated, because you'll never expect him to lose. I don't want to be that asshole that says you didn't watch Dragon Ball, but Oh, wow, another fusion. Vegito, bro, never accomplishes anything. You know that actually this tweet, I don't even have to do it too much. I think this guy got it. I think one thing in the Dragon Ball community that's starting to mildly piss me off, not top 10 anger, but mildly piss me off, is this win-loss equals narrative record. Yes, Vegito doesn't have a KO.
You win.
But when you add any amount to context to all of Vegito's fights, same thing with like the Vegito 3 and 0 thing. When you add any amount of context to these fights, you see why the record is what the record is. He couldn't kill Super Buu. I thought we all knew that. If he straight up killed Super Buu,
He killed his friends. Hell, killed his kids.
so yeah, shit. And according to back then, Z obviously got retconned, but at that moment in time, that nigga would have stayed Vegito too. So like a lot of fucked up shit happens if he kills Super Buu, just so you know. But obviously the retcon was the retcon. Don't die on that hill, please. Oh my God, comment 248. And then when we're talking about Zamasu, I mean, I don't know about you, but he was beating the shit out of Zamasu. The fusion just ran out. So what do you mean he didn't do shit? And then even then, Goku and Vegeta were substantial in terms of helping Trunks get strong enough. Now, if you want to go, oh, well, that's not Vegeta, I guess. But I wouldn't call him overrated. Again, the fusions, my problem with calling the fusions overrated is they're literally just, oh my God, this is so fucking cool characters. There's no narrative to these characters outside of, hey, just so we know, if Goku and Vegeta actually got along, teamed the fuck up, and there was no rivalry, in hindsight,
They beating a lot of motherfuckers' ass.
and that's represented very well with Gogeta and especially with Vegito. So I have no problem with Vegito. Dragon Ball Super Trunks. I feel like nobody specifically says I like Dragon Ball Super Trunks. However, future Trunks in general, you have a conversation. I don't think anybody is like, oh no, I only like Super Trunks. But if we're talking about Trunks overall, that's an entirely different conversation, and I'm pretty sure someone will have it there. Vegeta, for a character with so much screen time and talks so much, he sure takes a lot of L's, but Goku takes a lot of L's. So like this is my thing. Everybody in Dragon Ball takes L's. Like Gohan takes L's, Goku takes L's, Frieza takes L's. Like nobody in Dragon Ball outside of very, 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 very obscure, once in a lifetime side characters even get like this flawless record that y'all are talking about. Like Vegeta, under the specific context of when the fight is over, who's standing last, is 3-0 against Goku. Gogeta, who only appears in the series at maximum 3 times, is 2-1. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Hercules never defeated. He's just knocked out by Cell, but, you know, he didn't die. You know, get what I'm saying? So, like, these arbitrary arguments to like justify the WL thing going on. But overall, I don't think Vegeta taking L's ruins his character. I do think what's overrated about Vegeta, like I said, Vegeta fans will try to do this outcry thing, and we're getting a ton of followers, by the way. Appreciate the followers. Should have been in the stream, by the way. Pussy at TSO_Sage on Twitch, but no, for real. I think well, like with the Vegeta 3-0 thing, for example, that's overblown. That's overrated because I will always tell you, God
Damn, we getting followers.
But what I'll tell you is that the Vegeta 3-0 thing, for example, is significantly overrated because Vegeta 3-0 is like, okay, you think that he was stronger in the Saiyan Saga? For sure. You think he was stronger in the Majin Buu arc? Huh? And you even count that as a W? The nigga Goku says, oh, shit, okay, well, we might as well stop that motherfucker named Majin Buu. You ready to go, Vegeta? Ah! He like, all right, Vegeta, Majin Buu's that way. You ready to? Oh! Like, what kind of sneaker nation shit is that? and then on top of it, we're literally told that, hey, Goku's stronger than him. And then Vegeta literally goes, Goku's stronger than me. And then Goku literally and then Vegeta, when he does beat Goku in base later on, says, and I quote,
I finally beat Kakarot.
So he doesn't even count the shit. Like, that's I would say is overrated. And then speaking of that base to base fight, it's base to base. It's obviously both of them not at 100%, but I will acknowledge beating someone at base is beating someone at base. So again, I think it's more of a meme than it is genuine rating of the character. But at some point, memes get out of hand. AKA Naruto was wrong, Neji was right, shit like that. Dumbass memes can get carried away. So that I'll say is overrated, but Vegeta is a character, I'm not really seeing it. The only thing I think is overrated is when people say he's the most complex character. I think that's bullshit. And as much as I like this character, I'd have to say Gohan. Post-Cell Saga, he had the same character arc constantly up until Superhero. Also, despite him killing Cell, he didn't do too much in that saga. That fight against Cell was just a one-sided beatdown. Damn, go Heezy fans. He's not completely yapping. I just think the caveat of where you're drawing the line is unfair. So, like, to discount all the character development that Kid Gohan has until this moment is pretty unfair. But everything he is saying, I'm not going to say it's wrong. Because during the fight I do think is overrated. I'll admit it. I think Gohan versus Cell is a fantastic moment. I don't think it's a fantastic Dragon Ball fight. I die with him there. It's literally Cell stronger, Cell stronger. In fact, Cell stops fighting you and start beating your friends. Oh, shit. Gohan gonna beat your ass. And then Gohan beats his ass. So yeah, I think the story behind it's fantastic. And if that's what you call a great fight, go for it. But the fight, like throwing hands, it's literally Gohan on defense. And hell, there's rumors about Gohan being able to beat Cell if he was more aggressive. Or if he was like Goku in the membrane and shit like that. But he wasn't. He was just defensive the whole fucking time. So yeah, I don't think that fight was fantastic. I think it was a fantastic narrative and moment. And then when we're talking about repeated character arcs, oh, he hit the nail on the head. I've been saying that. Maybe he stole my take. But hell, I don't know why he said up until Superhero. Even in Superhero, this repeated cycle of, hey, just so you know, if Gohan gets really mad, if Gohan doesn't stop training, if Gohan really put his mind to it, he's the strongest. That's been recycled like 5 times. like holy shit. The amount of times they've literally told us, oh yeah, Gohan puts his mind to it, Gohan tries his hardest, he's the strongest. They've done that repetitive. Stop, please.
Stop. Like, I get it.
Can we expand on that? Will there be actual consequences the next time he doesn't? Because I ain't gonna lie, I hate when people do these like edgy Goku one punched his enemy and now his fucking enemy's brain blew up and it's like, I thought you were strong. I hate those edgy fan mangas of Dragon Ball. We're gonna read a fan manga real soon on stream, should have been here. But at the same time, like at this point, if Gohan gets weak again,
yeah, he deserves to get punished. Whether he dies, whether someone he cares about dies.
He can't keep getting away with this, literally, because at that point, I do not give a fuck about Gohan. So for his reasons, I agree. The issue is, I think it's also somewhat dishonest to just say, yeah, cut out the best part about this character and he's overrated. I think that's a dick move, but if people are saying, oh yeah, adult Gohan's my guy, oh yeah, I agree with you. Piccolo used to be an awesome fighter in Dragon Ball in the beginning of Z, but after the beginning of the Cell Saga, he didn't make any improvements until recently. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be honest. As a person that got into Dragon Ball via watching Dragon Ball Z, going back to OG Dragon Ball, watching the movies, holy shit, Super's coming out. Yeah, he's not wrong. In fact, this is just objectively true. And I hate to do it. I understand y'all are gonna bring up the Hellzone grenade, light grenade. Yo, Piccolo got a fucking bag, we know. But I'm telling you, as a person who took the very common approach to watching Dragon Ball, when you start from the Sand Saga on, Piccolo's a very Piccolo's very like a okay ass character, and you just like the relationship with Gohan. And then when you go back to OG Dragon Ball, that's when you get the admiration for him. And maybe that's a Mickey way of arguing it, but it's just like, I see where you're coming from. I don't know if I'm arguing this in the correct way myself, But I truly see where he's coming from and Piccolo potentially being overrated, because it felt like, I'm gonna be blunt, as when I was first getting into Dragon Ball and I was just off of Dragon Ball Z, I felt like OG Dragon Ball fans kept gaslighting me about Piccolo, because I'm like, I don't see it. Like, I guess he's strong. I don't know why he's so strong on Namek. I'll die by that hill. I don't know why he's able to fuck with Super Saiyans, but I mean, I guess the fusion's that fucking cracked, but why Piccolo? Like, the short bald guy is pretty cool. Why not give the Krillin the strength? And I'm trolling, but like, seriously, Piccolo just wasn't the kind of mystique that he had if you watched original Dragon Ball. Now, do I still like Piccolo? Hell yeah, because once you go back, you get the admiration for the character. But he kind of lives off of that admiration. Yeah, Piccolo's just like cool. And that's fine. But like from start to finish, he's cool. This guy said Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan 4 clears. The design of 4 clears, the idea of 4 clears. Hell, even how it's used, I would argue clears. I'm not really mad because Blue's not that good. However, overrated is crazy.
Nobody thinks Blue's that good.
Tien Shinhan. Tien's overrated? Now, I could see Tien being overrated if your argument is strictly people need to let it go. Then I could see that. Because there is a lot of people that like, oh, I wish Tien was the strongest. Oh, I wish Tien got an arc. Like, let it go. I do agree with you there. Let it go. Just why would Tien catch up to everybody now? It's way too late. Yes, I do think he should have been somewhat relative, but it's way too late. However, do I think that that's most Dragon Ball fans? No. I think that's specifically on a certain kind of content where we're talking about underrated characters, and then those loud-ass Tien fans are speaking. I don't think Tien overall is overrated, but that specific argument, I do think is pretty nasty. This guy talks about Future Trunks. He's got a cool introduction. He peaks around Super 13, and then he gets sidelined once Cell becomes perfect. I like Future Trunks, but I don't get the hype people say for him. He's good in the Super manga, but trash in the anime. Trunks does live off of cool design. I give him that. Trunks does get very, 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 very lenient discourse about him off of cool design. My proof of that is, why do I have a community that capes for Super Saiyan Rage? Why do I have a community that capes for the ending of the goddamn Black Saga? Why do I have a community that will cape that? There's some people that think that Trunks would box Goku, apparently. They're like, in the beginning of the Cell Saga, that Trunks would be able to fight Goku. I'm like, nigga, did you not see the scene with the, huh? Why? There's so many. I seen that tweet the other day. That shit threw me left. I probably can't find it, but that shit threw me the fuck left. And Trunks does live off of like those ooh-ah moments. But if you go into Trunks as a character, his whole character is like a depressing character. His whole character is like a naive, literally a green, like, novice from the sense of he has the potential but doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Not a novice in the sense that he's not, martially trained or whatever, because by the time that we get to Super, calling Trunks a novice is a ridiculous take. But you know what I mean? Like he's like a rookie type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it in the right way. But yeah, because I don't even know if I agree that I would call him a novice. I don't think he's a novice. But I think Trunks is very naive. That's the word. Yeah, he's not a novice. Trunks is a very naive character. But Trunks fans will just tell you that he's this over-the-top, laid-back, cool character. And that's just not true. Trunks is very like a panicky ass, oh my God, father kind of guy. Like, why do y'all act like Trunks is this laid back, smoking a cigarette ass, like cool guy? He's literally like, oh my God, everything around me is gonna fucking like, oh my God, yo, if without Goku, oh my God, like, he's a crash out in a way. He just doesn't crash out with anger. He crash out and cries. That sounded like slander, but I'm dead ass. So for me, do I think that Trunks can get overrated? I'd even say, yeah, a little bit. Because another thing is we don't call out shit for Trunks because we think it's cool. Like, I said it at the beginning of the soliloquy. I said it at the beginning of the rant. But like, for example, if Vegeta was a character that powered up and then to a point where he couldn't touch Cell, oh, wait, it happened. And what do you do?
Slander him.
If Vegeta was the character that got shot one cell touchdown,
Oh my God.
if you know what I'm saying, if Vegeta was the guy that was running back to Goku, oh Lord. If Gohan was the character that was running back to the time, oh Lord. But because Trunks is the cool guy with the sword, he kind of gets away with a lot of shit. Let alone just like ass pulls. I think Trunks, if there's one thing about Trunks that I think that low-key upsets me about the character, and it's not even his fault, it's just what they try to do to keep making Trunks look cool and get these wow moments. Trunks is just like the king of ass pulls to me in Dragon Ball, really ever. Trunks, shit just happens for Trunks, and I'm not really a fan. But do I think that he's a bad character by any means? No. I just think that they go over the top for Trunks, and his fans act like shit is all peaches and ice cream because he's a cool character. So yeah, Trunks, I'll say slightly overrated. Not bad, but slightly overrated. So Cell, it's Cell by a lot. People place this man as the greatest villain antagonist when he's debatably not even top 3. Vegeta, Frieza, and Black. Okay, I don't know about Black being up there, but but Cell is interesting. I'll say this. Any human being that thinks Cell is a better antagonist than Frieza or even Vegeta,
You're overrating the shit out of Cell.
I'll go there. I don't know about him not being top 3. I don't know about him being worse than Goku Black. Whoop, whoop, bang, bang. We can have those conversations because Cell means a lot narratively. I love Cell as a narrative foil to Gohan. But then at the same time, Majin Buu stands for a lot. At the same time, Goku Black stands for a lot. At the same time, Moro stands for a lot. Other things like that. So we could talk about Cell being at the 3rd spot. But when people say, oh yeah, Cell's the best, not even my favorite. When people say Cell is the best antagonist in Dragon Ball, okay. He doesn't have the most interesting dialogue. He doesn't have the most like believable backstory as to why he's doing what he's doing. Therefore, I kind of said it already, so maybe this is the same point twice, but his ambitions aren't the most believable. I don't really have any reason to root for him, if that makes sense. Because like every antagonist, even Frieza, who's evil for the sake of evil, at some point, Frieza's such a charming character, you're like, actually, what does happen if Frieza just walks off of this planet? You know what I'm saying? Or like Vegeta is like, well, what happens if Vegeta could kidnap Goku, hypothetically? And Vegeta, obviously, he's the one where you, like, if you had to root for anybody, you could root for Vegeta. But, like, Cell is just a fight sexual? Cell is literally like not nega Goku because he doesn't look like it, but he's literally just like an asshole, and I fuck with it. But like the fact that you like, I don't see any argument for him being better than Frieza and Vegeta, and people go there like it's not even a contest. And I think that is weird discourse. I think that itself is a bit overrated. So in this conversation, yeah, I actually agree with you. Now, do I think Cell's a bad antagonist? No. I literally talked about how he's probably still in my 3rd place-ish. I don't know how I feel about Granola and Moro at this point in time because I've only read through the manga once. But I'll say the people that go, not favorite, anybody can be your favorite, but the fact that people go, oh yeah, Cell is the best antagonist in Dragon Ball history, whoa. Bulma, I've literally seen a group chat's worth of people say she's more important than Goku. I mean, because she technically matters a ton, but I don't think Bulma would be overrated. Like, everybody just says Bulma's a very important, fun personality. I think that's fine. I don't think, I think you're just, if you're dying on the take that Bulma was more important, Goku is wrong, yeah, duh. But do I think that that's what most people think? No. And then do I think that even if some people believe that's egregiously overrated? No, because you have an argument. It's just pretty gross. Here's another one that's basically on the lines of Vegeta doesn't get a dub, so he's overrated. The only thing I'll say to the people that keep spamming this, because I know they're going to want me to speak on it more. The only merit I'll give you guys that because Vegeta doesn't get a dub, he's overrated, is if Vegeta fans are saying, which they do, that he's 3-0 against Goku. He would beat up all these other characters in the series. Whoop, whoop, bang, bang. If people are having their chest out about Vegeta's strength, but then at the same time he don't beat nobody, it's like, will you really beat this character I'm naming right now? But that's about it. I don't think him not winning fights make him a bad character. Z Broly is the most proper answer, but Super Broly is great. People used to suggest Z Broly could beat characters like Gohan. It got toxic. So Z Broly to me is in limbo of underrated, overrated, underrated, overrated, and underrated, overrated. Let me explain. Z Broly, for starters, like the very first time I'm introduced into Dragon Ball, very overrated. I don't know what the fuck we need to debate. Z Broly to start off, oh my lord, beats everybody in history. Coolest character in history. Like he is Z Broly or like the top 5 heroes and antagonists in the show. Oh, I don't know, man. Like everything about Z Broly was disgustingly overrated. Then he got, actually, even by me to a degree, severely underrated. When people talked about how Z Broly doesn't have a personality and it's just Kakarot, yeah.
Second movie.
In the first movie, and we just rewatched it. In the first movie, Z Broly's he has some level, but then Super Broly drops, and I would say I agree he's
Now back to overrated.
because then what happened is Super Broly dropped, and people were like, okay, this is a character with more depth. This is a character with more backstory, a better backstory. And for some unknown reason, Z Broly fans cannot live with that. And I'm like, dog, they dedicated significantly more time to Super Broly's backstory. So much so, he's in the
Goddamn story.
Super Broly is officially a character. Z Broly is just for toys and movies. He's a movie character. So, duh, you would hope. So I would hope that Super Broly was more in depth. I would hope that his backstory had more to it. I don't understand why Z Broly fans are so offended by that take. It's not like that means he's instantly a better character. He's a more in-depth character. That's a fact. Now, if you want to say Z Broly's cooler, I don't care. I have the hot take that Super Broly's cooler. Keyword
Hot take.
Everyone thinks I'm crazy for thinking Super Broly's cooler. But my God. So right now, if I had to side with overrated or underrated, I would say yes. Right now, he's an overrated character. However, I could see that tide turning because a lot of people, and the more Super Broly does things, more Super Broly fans are going to dunk on and say he's better than Z, to the point where Z is only Kakarot, no story whatsoever, boring character even. And then I'll be like, okay. We ain't gonna act like when Z Broly dropped, you weren't on his dick, favorite main in BT3, etc. So Frieza. No. Future Gohan. I can see it. I can see Future Gohan because people act like he's just way different. And to a degree he is, but Future Gohan really is just a loser, the same way that you guys would say Vegeta's a loser. And if Vegeta's overrated, how would Future Gohan not be overrated? So I can see it. Bardock. You know? He's fucking cool. But I can see it, but he's fucking cool. Like, I like Bardock. I don't see an issue with saying Bardock is a really cool character, period. I don't see an issue with Bardock as my favorite character because he's really cool, period. But if people are going as far as to say, oh yeah, Bardock is a deeper character, Bardock beats XYZ, all the other shit, oh yeah, then he's kind of overrated. Kid Buu. Over time, yes, but I'm still going to say no. The reason why I'm saying over time, yes, is because over time, people are starting to go, and especially with this niche on YouTube, and shout out ganging them. CJ might be the fucking problem, but like the menace side of YouTube is starting to really put Kid Buu on a pedestal, and he is a fucking menace, but what happens is fans and viewers are so impressionable sometimes, and I don't really call my TSO brethren fans. I call them TSO brethren and or supporters. But what happens is people that watch these other menace kind of creators, they then go as far as to say, oh yeah, then Kid Buu is just like an all-time character. Kid Buu is just toxicity. Let's keep it at that. It's a friendly fade, except with him ain't nothing friendly. Let's keep it that way. We don't need to act like Kid Buu is this, he is iconic. Let me not say that. We don't need to act like Kid Buu is this once-in-a-generation character. Kid Buu is literally the embodiment of pure evil. I said pure fades. He is the embodiment of pure fades, okay? And that's fine. As long as we keep it there, that's fine. I do see Kid Buu potentially being overrated, but right now, I'm not going to go there. I think we're still good, but I can see him potentially being overrated one day. Jiren. And I know people are warming up to Jiren now, but Jiren's not overrated. If anything, Jiren's underrated. Young niggas try to act like old niggas is just old and don't know what they're talking about. And this ain't even some old nigga shit. Y'all act like y'all are 2, and it's low-key weird. But yeah, for anybody that isn't a literal 2-year-old, everybody in this chat should vividly remember when Jiren was
Called boring.
Jiren is just getting to the point of, hey, we don't think Jiren's boring. That is where Jiren was. The idea that Jiren's overrated now is a little crazy. The only thing that I've seen Jiren be overrated for is specifically in my bag talk video. In the bag talk video, I can understand people doing that. I just don't think they're overrating him. I think they just lost the sauce. I think they were on some, oh, Jiren's really strong, not Jiren has a bag, and that always happens in these kind of conversations. Like, I could say that Hit only has 3 moves, and people will lose their shit because Hit's strong, but he really only got the time skip moves. So you get what I'm saying? Or like if I say Broly doesn't have a bag, what? Broly has a bag. Broly has a bag, and it's like, yeah, he's just really fucking strong. I guess in the WWE got a bag. Broly can hit you with a choke slam, a spear, all that shit. But in terms of Dragon Ball, he cool. But people lose the sauce in terms of bag talk. But even then, if you disagree with that, that's fine. But that's the only time I've seen Jiren be overrated. Let's not dive into the semantics of that said argument. Either fucking way, Jiren overrated does not make sense. Jiren sucks. LOL. See, someone just said Jiren sucks. Hey, I don't see how Jiren is already overrated. Jiren is still beating I'm not boring allegations. And hell, some of you guys think I'm underrating Jiren right now, saying he doesn't have the deepest bag. Someone in chat keeps spamming Beerus. No, because who's saying too much about Beerus? If anything, people are frustrated with Beerus not fighting in the anime, but nobody overrates Beerus. We just accept that he is stronger than people. But let me know your thoughts, man. Let me know who you think is the most overrated character in Dragon Ball. For me, if I had to pick one person, I'm not gonna lie. I think we started the video off with him. You just can't tell me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, GTs, bro, but you just can't tell me that this guy isn't on a pedestal that, like, watch the show and it's cool. Not bad, but cool. So for me, it's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Go ahead and get your hate comments out as to why I'm completely wrong and he's the greatest character of all time. Let me know your thoughts on why Goku, my glorious king, is the most overrated character of all time. Unfortunately, we didn't really get a good argument, but I think that's just people saying the main character is overrated. Ask my boy Mikey. We know how we think about people like that. Take care and stay blessed. I'll see you all next time.